In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the
Number 9.
Kicking it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabs it inside the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Louisville's offense will get the ball for the first time. And And how about this matchup we'll see today between two tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, two guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these two dudes can make the most plays today?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you're getting a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Low man wins, and he just smashed it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, being a...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem. For a game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down, and they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one. It is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. On the ground, it's Selden. Just plowing down the field. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. The eyes after the miss, still up by 4. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. He'll start this drive firing. Makes his connection. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. All wideouts, no backs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. On the move. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they got him for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Louisville!
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge game.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the big fella. Pulled down for the tackle.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
There's tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Using his legs, it's Lewis. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Stumbled to the ground. The Vols are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, he's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Cardinals get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll try the right side. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and every...
Off he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown Volunteers. What a catch and run for 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score Tennessee 31.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 98 set to kick off.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put it...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stone. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. It's McClain.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the Hands team is able to fall on it. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together.